So it seems like Isaiah Rodgers is going to be suspended for a season. That is the expected outcome of everything that he had done. So if you are not aware of the situation, Isaiah Rodgers was caught gambling by the NFL, and they started to investigate, and they started to realize that it seemed like Isaiah Rodgers gambled from the Colts facility, an NFL facility. He gambled on his own team. Gambling in general is not good in the NFL. It's just not allowed. On top of that, he gambled on his own team. So we were really expecting him to not be able to play again after seeing what happened to Calvin Ridley and some of these other players that got caught. And rightfully so, maybe he should have, because when you see other players gambling and doing things and doing something you shouldn't, and then you do it, even though you've seen the consequences, have you thought about it? Did you really think that you wouldn't get caught? And it was a poor decision by Isaiah Rodgers, and he's going to pay for it, and it's expected to be a season long. And it sucks. It sucks for him because, he was heading into his last year. He was probably going to be number 1 or number 2 corner. So he was heading into this year with high hopes, high praises. We were expecting him to turn up and be a pretty good corner for us, considering we traded Stephon Gilmore and we drafted a few rookies. But now it's seeming like the rookies are going to have to take over and get ready pretty fast. But Isaiah Rodgers, he was a year away from getting a decent payday from the Colts or another team, and he went and he threw it away by gambling. I don't know why he would do it when he's seen other players suffer the consequences that they have. And just in general, you're supposed to know. But maybe the NFL wasn't clear on the rule. Maybe there was some confusion there. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be gambling. So why gamble? Especially in an NFL facility, in the Colts facility, and on your team as well. It doesn't add up. Why would you do it? You have a nice football career ahead of you. Now you're losing at least a year. He is expected to be suspended for a season long, and ultimately he might have screwed up his NFL career, because if Julius Brents and Darius Rush both get it figured out, or the Colts sign someone else and they really figure it out, it's going to be difficult for Isaiah Rodgers to come back onto a starting role. He had a chance to be a number 1, number 2 corner this year, and it's not going to happen now. Not this year, at least. Maybe, will the Colts even resign him now? Will the Colts make an example out of him and cut him and say, no, get out of here? You did this. You saw other players got in trouble and had serious consequences, and you haven't learned by seeing that. Get out of here. This is not acceptable. I like Isaiah Rodgers. I like him as a human being. I like him as a player, the character he possesses. But at the end of the day, when you're not supposed to be doing something, you do it anyways. You kind of think about it as, if he was caught, if he wasn't caught, would he still be doing it? Probably. So you got to ask yourself this question: is it because he's caught he's not doing it again? And I think that's an important side of an argument, or determining how severe the consequence should be. And considering he bet against his own team on an NFL facility, not good. Not a good look at all. So it's looking like it's going to be season long, so we're going to be looking to Julius Brents and Darius Rush to maybe step up. Maybe Jalen Jones can step up as well, but I think Chris Ballard and the Colts should be actively looking for a veteran, for someone with some experience that can at least be a good number 2. I don't think you're going to get a good number 1 on the free agency market at this point. Maybe you'll get an average 2, maybe. So I think you need to look for someone that's experienced that can help these guys learn and teach them, because Isaiah Rodgers isn't there, and trading Stephon Gilmore, that's definitely hurting a little more now. But when you guys give me your thoughts, do you think Isaiah Rodgers should be playing again? Do you think he will play in a Colts uniform again? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Honestly, I think this is the type of thing that Chris Ballard doesn't allow at all. But he's also been a good player. He's been a good character. He did make mistakes. So maybe Chris Ballard gives him a second chance, but I'm not sure if he will. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts if you think he will. And credit to Bring the Juice. I saw this on Bring the Juice. Cody Felger was talking about it a little bit. So this is where I saw this. So I want you guys to give me your thoughts on this situation. Do you think Isaiah Rodgers should be banned? Should he be suspended indefinitely? I want you guys' thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. This is JDW Sports Talk Show, signing off.